Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is Monday, April 6th, 2026. That is more than 6 years of Torah every single day, six Pesachs that we have shared. Sandy and Barbara, Penny and Rita, Arlene and Scott, so good to see all of you. I hope that you and yours are safe and well. It's broadcast 1522. Jonathan, nice to see you too. John, Moadim L'Simcha. Barry and Jack, Cecile, Richard, and Caroline. Good morning, friends. It's good to see all of you. Hope that you had good Seders. Hope that you're doing well. Marianne, nice to see you. Arlene, you're on both screens. That's very impressive. Michelle and Barbara, Dale and Cynthia, Boker Tov, my friends. Good to see all of you. Hi, George. Let's take a breath. Oh, my sister Tsira is here. Wow, now that's a treat. It is very early in the morning and very late at night in Australia. Good to see you. Hi. Linda and George, Boker Tov. Hi, Tziona. Nice to see you too. Let's take a breath, everybody. We're going to sing a bracha, learn a little bit of Torah. All right. Sierra, 11:03 p.m. is pretty late. It's good to see you. Let's take a breath. Let's sing. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה, הפוך בה והפוך בה, לעסוק בדברי תורה. All right, friends. As always, and certainly recently, there is a lot going on. Let me make a l'chaim to all of us. To us, to the rest of a beautiful Pesach, and please God, to our sisters and brothers in Medinat Yisrael, in Israel, who are suffering beyond what I can fathom. I want to be in Pesach, I want to be in this energy, and I can't fully be focused in this one part of the world. We have so many sweet people who are incessantly running for shelter. And just yesterday, 4 people were killed when a bomb hit an apartment building in the north of Israel. And so when I'm making a l'chaim, I'm saying l'chaim, to life. Let's start with this energy. Let's dedicate our hearts. Let's dedicate our work. Let's dedicate both prayer and all of the physical things we can do, including supporting our Jewish community here, wherever here might be for you. Let's make a bracha. I'm going to have a little bit of coffee thinking of you, especially thinking of them. We'll learn a little bit, and then we'll sing Hatikva. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shekol niyeh bidvaro. Okay. So, friends, I hope that your Seders were beautiful. Mine were touched by so many beautiful questions and conversations this commitment that we have as a people to making Seder shouldn't be lost on us. And I wanted to make a very, very simple point today. Seder means order, and you probably know this. We sing, it's the strangest thing. We sing basically the table of contents to the Haggadah. That's how we begin Seder. And why do we do that? Why do we do that? Because obviously, the world is not beseder. The world is not okay. The world is not in order, nor has it ever been. That's one of the powerful messages of Pesach, but more largely of ritual itself. What is the point of ritual? Why do we have mezuzahs on our door? Why do we have Shema that we say at night? Why do we have 3 times that we pray every day? Why do we have Seder? Why do we have Kaddish when we lose someone? Why are there prescriptions for so many behaviors? Now, not all of us follow them as meticulously. It's very important for us to understand that there are many authentic expressions of being Jewish. But what I am arguing for in this is something that I have learned from my teachers and from our tradition, which is that the purpose of ritual is to hold us steady in a shaky world. So isn't it powerful that we begin Pesach, the story that we tell, which begins with a moment of degradation, of disgrace, of being enslaved. We tell the story honestly. And then we, of course, overlay it with a theology, with God's intervention into history to save us, which, depending on your theology, might actually be us saying, we deserve dignity. We always deserved dignity. And when the world denied it, we still believed that it was ours, just like it should be everyone's. We also incorporate into that message different subtle things to keep us human as we hold ourselves steady. Now, if you've been following, as I am every minute, what's happening in Israel as I'm broadcasting, I just got an alert that said shrapnel reported falling in Jerusalem. I'm seeing it from the distance and I can't sleep. Our sisters and brothers on the ground in Israel, I don't know how they are keeping life going. Please God, the defenses of Israel against the missiles should be as effective as they have been, and more so. There's no question that Israel is strong. That's not the question. But in a world that continues to shake, how important it is for us to remember the gift of tradition itself. If you have felt yourself shaky, thank God for the ritual, but especially for our sisters and brothers, for all of the beautiful videos of having weddings and Seder and in bomb shelters, in parking garages that are reinforced, and how powerful it is. I visited myself Hadassah Hospital in Kerem in Jerusalem that created, this is back in 2014 and since, underground reinforced operating rooms. They turned the reinforced spaces for parking into places where when there's a threat, they can move patients so that they can be cared for. Isn't that another way of saying making Seder, making order in a disorganized world? Pesach is defined by this shaking, which is why it has so much ritual to it. Everything we eat, everything we do, even the way we mark time, because we are in a middle part of Pesach. Fewer people know about this part of it, but there's the first Yom Tov, the first 2 days of Pesach in the diaspora, the first day of Pesach in Israel. The first day is a full Yom Tov, a full holiday. It has significant restrictions in terms of behaviors. And then there are the middle days. And then we end with, in the diaspora, 2 days of Yom Tov, or in Israel, 1 day. But those middle days, they aren't full holidays, but they aren't ordinary time either. We call it Chol HaMoed. And if you've grown up with it, you know that phrase. But how many of us have paused to think about what that phrase means? Chol HaMoed. I remember hearing about them as the intermediate days. And that's just another way of saying there's the beginning, there's the end, and here's the stuff in the middle. But what does Chol HaMoed mean? Chol HaMoed means ordinary days in special time. It is tinged with all of Pesach. It is defined by Passover's journey toward freedom, the recognition that the universe cares. For some of us, we use the word God to describe that freedom is our destiny and our right and our obligation. I felt to my core when I was pouring out the drops of grape juice onto my plate during Seder while reciting the plagues, and I had my whole Seder say this with me first night, and then I was helping lead in a community nearby, saying this phrase, freedom should never come at the cost of someone else's life. The recognition, Joyce, as you're saying, that we are no longer in Egypt. And yet our friend Chana, we are with you. She just wrote, I finally get to join after back-to-back sirens. She's tired. Chana, we were just talking about you, my friend. So grateful that you're okay. Pesach is the recognition that all of these emotions, the unpredictable, the unstable, the shaky, the very real experience of the world, can be held. And tradition helps us hold each other and ourselves steady. Again, the simple message that I'm kind of weaving up and down all over the place is this. Ritual holds us steady in a shaky world. The beginning of Pesach, the end of Pesach, and this murky middle, the intermediate, Chol HaMoed. It is Pesach, it is weekday, it's not ordinary time, it's very special time. With everything going on, friends, in our world, what a blessing it is to find each other. To find each other. We began this community in a desperate attempt to find each other 6+ years ago. And it became a ritual that, speaking very personally, holds me steady in a shaky world. I hope that that is some of what this is for you. But let that be understood as just one more Jewish ritual. Just one more Jewish ritual. Every tradition has rituals. For those of us who celebrated Easter yesterday, I hope it was meaningful and beautiful for you. What a gift it is, friends, to hold each other. And Chana, you're modeling what we're supposed to take from this, which is finding gratitude in between. You wrote, now I will take the time to enjoy the sun in between sirens, that moment of peace. We are with you. If the only reason we came together today, my friends, is to give Chana our love, Dayenu. So glad you're here. Sending you such love. So friends, let's take a moment. Let's acknowledge the world as it is. Pray for it to be better. Work for it to be better. Stand in solidarity with each other. Show up with love and care and support. That is what tradition is for. It's for this. It's to help us find the quiet in between. Chana, just like you, you're the teacher today. So with everything we've got, all the strength Pesach gave us, all the meaning this holiday offers, all the gifts that ritual and tradition bring into our lives so that we can bring more steadiness into the world around us, let's send our hearts to the east and sing with full devotion. Kolon balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate mizrach kadima עין לציון צופיה, עוד לא אבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. Chag Sameach, my friends. May it be a beautiful day. See you all tomorrow morning.